Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on the JayBee Milly channel. I am JayBee and today I'm going to be giving a bit more of a serious video than usual, so I apologise if that's not the content that you are here for, but I do think that this is worth coming into the conversation. Now, I am prepared and well aware that this video will probably be met with a lot of hate and dislikes and negative comments, and to that end, I do appreciate that, and I'm not going to start complaining if that is the case because this is a controversial take, and so I guess here goes nothing. But there's been a lot of things going on Twitter that I've seen, and again, maybe this video is incorrectly titled. Maybe this isn't defending David Zaslav as such, but more protecting the community that we have here and the people that want to do good for all of the animated projects and different things that David Zaslav and the Warner Bros. Discovery regime has cancelled. So I guess bear that in mind as well. But there's been nice things on Twitter. For example, J-Man has been doing incredible things for the Save the Hex Girls movement. There's been so many clips that we've been able to find from old interviews, which I think is reigniting the Scoob Holiday Haunt movement. And without a shadow of a doubt, outside of the bubble that is Scooby-Doo, there's so many different pages out there that are championing all the other things that's been cancelled, such as Batgirl and all of those amazing projects. But mixed in with some of that, I've seen some very disturbing things from, I guess, thankfully anonymous accounts, so no pages that are really having a massive influence over people or a young and impressionable audience. So luckily it is the odd few that are just taking this too far. But I want to make almost a PSA to people that watch this show, to people that watch this channel, that this really isn't advisable. And that's a lot of people are making protests against David Zaslav violent and threatening. So I've seen people online saying, if I saw David Zaslav and there's like a caption and then there's a gif that has someone getting punched or beaten up or shot, and that may be what you think, and maybe a lot of these times I can see that that's just a joke and you think that that's funny. And hey, I'm not completely humorless. Maybe there is some side of that is funny, and if people can acknowledge that that is a joke, it's a funny joke to some people, then fine. Maybe I can push my moral compass to accept it from that level. But you have to protect yourself first and foremost. There's people that get, sued for those types of threats, and you may think, well, my name in real life is, David Smith, but my username is the Rocketman 545. So how is the Rocketman 545 going to be tracked back to David Smith? But, there actually are ways to do that. And if David Zaslav or someone within the Warner Bros. PR team were to take action and say, hang on a minute, this is a genuine death threat, we're allowed to report this to the police, then your account can actually get tracked down and you can be held accountable for that. Even if it is a joke, you could be in some serious trouble by making those claims. And again, there's a load of other stuff, like trying to rally people to cause physical harm to David Zaslav, to kill David Zaslav, and I think that that's completely blown out of proportion. Now, there is another side of that where people have been spreading the hashtag Fire David Zaslav, and there's people that push back on that saying, well, hang on a minute, maybe this is too far because this is affecting his livelihood. If he's fired, then think beyond David Zaslav, wife or husband of David Zaslav, kids of David Zaslav, pets of David Zaslav. I don't know his personal situation, but, you could argue that David Zaslav Jr. did nothing wrong. So why would him being fired, that could unfairly impact the kids he has? And I kind of disagree, and I'll tell you why. I, from my point of view, haven't seen anything from David Zaslav that suggests that he is well equipped and well prepared to be the CEO of Warner Bros. And Warner Bros. Discovery. That's my opinion. Now, it's early days for him, mind you, but from my perspective, as much as I love Holiday Haunt, if he says we're going to cut back on streaming and prioritise cinematic releases, I am willing to, for all I don't like what that's led to, I'm more than willing to go, okay, let's see how that plays out. I personally am not a fan of all this streaming thing. Maybe it's because I'm old and stuck in the dark ages of DVDs and VHS tapes, but I can hear him out on that point. But with Haunted High-Rise, if this guy doesn't think that the Hex Girls merch alone is going to sell, then how can I respect that person doing a job? Like, I can't, surely. And also, let's have one Scooby-Doo thing come out in the anniversary year. And it'd be one thing if there weren't, Scooby-Doo and Looney Tunes Funko Pops coming out, and McDonald's and Scooby-Doo tie-ins. If that wasn't happening, then fine. But I want to think that a competent CEO would be sat there going, oh, we've got all these tie-in media things coming out. What are we doing to Scooby-Doo again? Oh, we're cancelling it. Oh, well, but clearly it makes money. We've got to put one thing out, right? Oh, Velma, maybe that's it. Well, no, because if you're putting out Happy Meals, for all I like Happy Meals, I get the toys, I try and collect them all, en masse, they're made for kids. They're kids' meals. So if he's happy with the one Scooby-Doo related, if you can call it that, project being the adult-centric Velma, which is also only available in the United States and other places where HBO Max is, then how can I respect that person in that job? I can't. And it's the same thing, like, think about any job that anyone has. If I hired a cleaner to come in here and help clean the house, clean the channel room, and consistently it's left untidy and worse than it was at the start, well, as hard as it is, that person has to either be advised, better trained, maybe even, micromanaged to an extent where, actually maybe this goes here, and give them a chance. I'm willing to give David Zaslav a chance. But so far, if he got fired tomorrow, I wouldn't mind, and I'm not saying I'd be happy, because let's face it, we're after him because he's making decisions as a corporate suit and not taking into account the creatives that he's affecting or the projects that people have put passion into. He's thinking about the bottom line. And if you think about it, the next CEO is probably going to be of that same mindset, cut from the same cloth. So unless they're going to get an actual creative to maybe oversee that role of CEO, which I actually do think is important, then I'm not going to be happy about who they bring in unless they actually make good decisions on the company's behalf. So I don't think fire David Zaslav is a bad movement at all, because sometimes some people need firing, and that's the harsh realities of things. So again, please look after yourself. You may not like David Zaslav, you might not respect him, but I can tell you this for nothing. Your own safety and risking legal troubles over a tweet is not worth it. If you want to hashtag fire David Zaslav, if you want to jump on the more positive trends of, hashtag save holiday haunt, hashtag save Batgirl, save Haunted Harrow, save the Hex Girls, 100%. Because, that's going to be a good cause to get behind. Even sign a petition if you want Zaslav out, if you want these movies revived. But risking yourself over this thing isn't worth it. It just isn't. So, again, I kind of feel like this video is going to get a lot of hate, but I want this opinion to be out there. So yeah, that's it for today. Make sure to keep yourself safe first and foremost, and if you do want to see more videos from us, then please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.